Welcome, Never-Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Power of Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of stargazer pose. The message is about pondering the question, what if? I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and push the start button for today's playlist all together right now. Then come with me, sit right down on your mat in just a crisscross style. So if this seated posture, Sukhasana, the happy seat, does not serve you with the crisscross style, you could sit up on a block to elevate your stance, or you could lengthen your legs out if you have any knee issues. So just sit up super tall. Take your hands and let them come alongside your body. Tense your finger pads, extend your arms, shrug your shoulders up, roll them around the back, and then close your eyes with an extended spine all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Now see if you can come into a place of stillness. So I'd like to start today by having you assign a number to your stress level, how you feel physically, emotionally, with 10 being the best you could ever feel, and 1 being the worst. So sometimes it's nice to kind of quantify where we begin and where we finish. So just assign that number. Doesn't matter what it is. You don't even have to say it. Just acknowledge it internally. And then we're going to see if we can raise that stress quantification. The higher the number, the lower the stress when we finish our practice today. Keep this posture, keep your eyes closed, and just dip your left ear to your left shoulder. Stretching the right side of your neck out. Bringing focus to your face, just softening spaces perhaps around your eyes, maybe your forehead, your jaw. Roll your chin down towards your chest, get the back side of your neck. Then lift your head up and tip it up and over to the right shoulder, right ear, right shoulder. Being mindful of widening your collarbone. Then neutralize your head, slip the tips of your thumbs towards your sits bones. Open your eyes up. Roll your shoulder heads up and around. Lean back just a little, pressing your heart up to the sky. Your sternum, your breastbone lifts. And then I want you to lift your arms as you round and roll forward and then open up. So you're going to create a palms forward with the back rounded and an expansion to open your heart. So it's a round and a tuck of the chin, an opening. So just keep that going, flowing forward and back. So the palms are open when they come forward. It's almost like a little swimming, and then you press back. So keep that going. Now move your torso forward and back. So it's an exhale with a contraction, an inhale with an expansion. So keep that moving and then pick up that pace just a little bit. Rounding and opening. Now, slip your hands beneath your kneecaps and create a circular motion. So we are going to launch our new series titled Uncertainty. And this is a book that was written by Jonathan Fields. And at the time I selected the book, I did not even know he was a yogi. Can you imagine that? We're going to turn any kind of doubt or fear over this series into brilliance. But right now, just anchor your tailbone. It's called the root chakra, getting grounded and rooted. No matter what uncertainty lies ahead in your future that could be concerning you, we're going to fuel anything that has hindered us in the past. We're going to turn it into fuel. We're going to turn it into a lubrication so it can move us through these chapters of uncertainty in our life. Now, reverse that direction. If you want to bend your arms and lean forward, if you want to include your head, rolling it around your neck, just feel free to do so. But visualize your tailbone helping create stability in the midst of a chaotic world. And then hold up in the center, sweep your Surya Hasta sun hands out to the side, breathe in and up, and then create a twist as you breathe out. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Stay right there. Draw the tips of your ears back. Let your heart lift a little bit more and soften your face. Come back to the center, sweep out and up, breathe in. Make that twist in the opposite direction, breathing out. Widen the collarbone, tips of ears draw back. Face softens, gaze softens. Come back to the center, breathe in. Let the tips of your fingers come behind your sit bone, shrug your shoulders up, open up your heart, lean back as your sternum and breastbone lift up. Now you could press your pads of fingers into the mat enough to lift your hips up. Release that connection and switch your feet. So have the opposite leg on top. It might feel a little awkward, but breathe out and up on the inhale. Twist on the exhale. Back arm up and across. Bow down to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Either wrap a hug or you've got your right arm under the left. Eagle arms. Unravel that posture, breathe in and up, Twist in the opposite direction. Left hand outside the right front thigh. Right arm travels up and around to crisscross as you bow down. Inhale, rise up. It's either a wrapping of a hug or lacing the arms. For Garandasana arms, as you shift your pinky fingers toward me and your forearms lift up. Unravel, sweep out and up. Now I want you to bring your hands to heart center and then just inch them out in front of your body to fold right over your crisscrossed legs. Now walk your hands back. You're going to come around to plant your feet at the width of your hips. Arms reach out in front. Lower all the way back down onto your back. Let your palms come alongside your body right off the mat and then flip them up so your arms are shaped in a V. And then let your feet be the width of your mat with your knees bent and begin to create windshield wipers with your knees. So just let them rinse from right to left. Now in this rinse, just give your movement the ability to help wash away any tension in your lower back. Let it bring some mobility into your hips. And then tip both of your knees to the right and let them stay over on the right side. Take your gaze over to the left. And if you want more, pick the right leg up, cross it over the left thigh bone, and press down. Just an option. Slowly transition back onto your back. Right foot plants, knees rinse left, gaze goes right. Option to pick the left foot up, press it over the right thigh bone, to press down on this right leg to find that right side body and hip opening up even a little bit more. Come back onto your back and hug the right shin in, let the left leg go long, and then wrap a twist, right leg across. Now if you'd like to tee the right arm and look over to the right side of the house, transition back onto your back, squeeze the right shin in, and then reverse it. Right leg long, left shin in, wrap that hug across, maybe teeing the left arm, taking your gaze over to the left. Come back onto your back and let your legs go up to the sky. Palms come down. So legs are lifted, palms are down, head is down. And I want you to just lift up your hips a couple inches straight up to the sky. So lift up and lower. Activate your core, lifting up and lowering down. Lifting and lowering. One more. Lift up, lower down. Now take your hands and tap the outside of each foot, right hand to the outside of the left, or reach up in that direction. And then pick up the pace a little bit. And then from here, we're going to turn this in. Hands slip behind your ears, and you're going to turn it into a bicycle. So let your feet flare out. Let each elbow cross over and tap onto the knee. Your heart, your chest, your head are lifted. And as we move our body, our mind starts to still. We're practicing being right here in this place, in this space. Fire up your core, navel presses in toward your spine. Pick up that pace and then capture the backs of your hamstrings or maybe your shins and rock and roll. Now, when you gain enough momentum, you can rock and roll for a little bit. We're going to come all the way up to standing. Whether you use your hands or not matters not. Stand tall, breathe in. Hands to heart center. Breathe out, standing at the top of your mat. Feet to the width of your hips. Hands to heart center. Eyes are going to close. Pull your chin towards your chest. So should you have a purpose today, could be a wish, could be a prayer for your practice. Draw that into your heart, solidify it. Maybe there's some uncertainty in your life that you would like to dedicate this time towards, as we find those ways to redirect that uncertainty, turn that doubt or that fear right into brilliance. Set your intention, then reach your arms out and up on the inhale. Reverse swan dive, exhale, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, physically pull yourself together, breathe out. No rush, no hurry. Rise back up, root to rise, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and pause. Same series several times. Offer your inhale up as your arms lift. Part the sky, flip your palms down, cascade and bend over your legs. Halfway lift, maybe hands on thighs, shins. Exhale, physically pull yourself into your midline. Rise back up, breathe in, breathe out, hands to heart center. 2 more times, breath connects to your moves. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Breathe in, stand tall. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Last time, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hinge, fold, and dive. Pull yourself into the fold, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down, root back up to rise, breathe in, hands to heart center, and pause. Now, reach the arms back out and up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. This time, halfway lift. Step back to hands and knees. Coming down to hands and knees, moving through cat and a little bit of cow. So push the earth away, pull your navel in. Do it 2 more times. Really push your palms, your index knuckle and thumb knuckle into your mat. Inhale and arch. Hear your own breath. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale, soften and melt. Now, soften your elbows, scoop your heart through. Exhale, circle up and back, hips toward heels. So it's just a circular motion. You're heading your hips towards your heels, your forearms lower and hover. Heart comes through the gateway of your arms. So turn your cat-cow into a circular flow back and forth. Arching on the inhale, Xing on the hips toward heels. Move your breath. It's that Ujjayi pranayama flow that helps stabilize our mind. The mind-body connection of your practice helps combat any type of angst, any type of doubt, any type of fear. Being right here in the now is when we know how. This is the day. Arch and breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 2 more times. Last time through, and then hold up on all fours. Reach the right hand out in front, circle it around, drop the hips back. Inhale, rise up, circle around, drop the hips back. Keep that going. Inhale, rise up, circle around, drop back. This time, inhale, rise up, hold the right arm up, look up at the right thumb. Sneak through as you thread the needle. Tent the left finger pad. Look under the left arm if possible. Twisted. Now you could stay, Or maybe you lift the left leg up. Just an option. Maybe you take the left hand behind the small of your back. Maybe you bend the left leg for a Chapasana connection. You choose your body, your practice. Release on down. Come back around. Hands and knees neutralize your spine. Left arm stretches forward, just like you're shaking someone's hand. Spin the left arm up. You could keep the elbow bent. Circle it around. Drop your hips. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, lift up. Open up to this day. Exhale, come back down. Breathe in, breathe out. So this is how Helen Keller puts it. She says that life is a daring adventure or it's nothing. Whew! I do believe there's truth to that statement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw back. And so many things that happen in our life we don't have control over. So we want to be able to control the things that we can control, or change the things that might need to be changed, but realize the difference in what we can and what we can't control. Now, rise up, look up at that left thumb, hold up top, stack your arms 6 and 12 o'clock. Dive underneath, sneak dive that twist. Let the right finger pads tent. Maybe you stay, left temple down. Maybe you lift the right leg. Maybe you bend it and reach back. Maybe the right hand comes to the right foot, maybe to the small of your back, maybe the top of the left thigh. Many options. Come back around. Now, hands and knees, round the back, tuck the chin. Shift your ribs to the right. Keep the back rounded. Look back at the left heel. Keep the back rounded, navel into spine. Shift your ribs to the left. Look over at the right heel. Neutralize your spine. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your arms. Go chin, chest, belly. Slither right onto your belly prone. Hands come off the mat. Finger pads are tented. Inner edges of your legs go long. Push down, pull your shoulders in, shrug up. Roll your shoulder heads up and around. Open the front body. Lower back down. Do that again. Push down to rise up. Nothing worth creating ever comes from waiting for perfection. Lower back down. This time when you lower down, stretch your hands alongside your body. Palms down, feet down, chin down. Now, push your hands, your padas and your feet, your hastas. Hastas are hands, padas are feet. Press them into the mat as your heart lifts. Hold. Nothing worth creating ever comes from waiting for perfection information or absolute certainty. Whew, lower back down. Now this time, rise it all up. We're going to do a little flying. We're going to start flying prone. Visualize yourself lifting up into the airspace and finding that freedom to fly. Breathe in, lift your heart a little bit higher, and now flutter your wings and your legs. Just a little flutter, a little flutter. We're flying with fluttering. Now, release your hands down alongside your ribs, tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back, come into downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet a little bit. Shifting your heels back behind your second and third toe. Now go ahead and walk your feet in about 6 inches and bring them a little closer to your hands. Not a lot, but this is a shorter down dog. I want you to pop your heels up Then bend your knees and either walk or step or float or hop feet to your hands in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, pull yourself together on the fold. Root to rise, stand tall, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and pause. Now we're going to move through what's called Surya Namaskara A. One breath, one move, no rush, no hurry. Modify ways that serve your practice. Rise your arms up as you shift your gaze high, breathe in. Exhale, part your arms, float them down as you bend at the waist. Take a halfway lift. On the exhale, step back, option, step back, high plank. Step back, hands and knees, lower down to your mat. Rise up, breathe in, up dog or cobra. Exhale, dive your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet in a touch. So we set aside all of the things that could possibly hold us back or weigh us down. We're going to get over ourselves today. What if? What if? Lift the heels up. Soften the knees. You take that option. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to hands, top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Fold, root to rise. Come on up, stand tall. Collect your hands at heart center. Inhale, stability. Exhale, uncertainty as you dive over your legs. Take a halfway lift. You can step or float back through your version of vinyasa. Maybe you go down chin, chest, belly from your knees. Maybe you float back to chaturanga with bent arms. Walk your feet in just a touch. Inhale, elevate your heels like a lily on a launch pad. Bend your knees, hips toward heels. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift, no rush, no hurry. Fold. Root to rise, you've got this. Stand tall, feel the strength of your body. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms offer up. Exhale, part the heavens, hinge, bend, and fold. Vinyasa flow, inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Move on through that vinyasa flow. Flow like water. Smooth and steady. Walk your feet in. Pause right here. I want you to take 3 rounds of breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Re-solidify your stance. Do it again. Breathe in and breathe out. On this 3rd breath, make an audible exhale. Breathe in. And an audible, even stick your tongue out, exhale out. Lion's breath. Yes, it clears the pathways, clears the energy, the stale energy that gets stuck, that holds us back. Now, a couple more rounds just like this. Pop your heels up, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands. Think light. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Root to rise. Stand tall. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center and pause. Find and tap into that grace for the race. Arms lift, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Move it on through. Smooth, flowing like water. Move back, down dog. Feet walk in a touch. You've got this. Elevate your heels up. Bend your knees, hips to heels. Go someplace you haven't been. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Stand tall, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out and pause. Arms rise up, part the sky, hinge, bend, fold. Inhale and lengthen, step or float. Keep your elbows close if you're floating back. Draw them alongside your body. Dive your hips up and back. Land in down dog. Now lift your right leg up. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose one time. Step it up. High lunge, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Float to the top, L shape. Breathe out, standing split. Kiss your left kneecap. Left foot joins right. Chair. Hands to heart center. Left upper arm outside the right front thigh. Look down at the right foot. Pick the left heel up. Stretch it back, twisted crescent. Come up and around, listen, triangle, pull the right hip back, left arm lifts. Beautiful. Pivot into a wide fold, a wide stance, and rise up, stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Lace your hands behind your back. Retract your shoulders, look up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Dive over your legs. Breathe. Pivot back around to the right foot. Shoot the right leg back, high plank. Lower down to your mat. Inhale, scoop your heart forward like moving through honey. Exhale, dive up and back, down dog. Hold with smooth rounds of breath. Your breath, your movement slows the chaos in your mind. The biggest fear it has been found that people have is, what if I fail? There seems to be three options. What if I fail? What if I do nothing? What if I succeed? These are just thoughts to ponder this week. Lift your left leg up. Roll open at the hip. Draw that left knee right into your nose. Step it up for high crescent lunge. Pull your navel into your spine. Breathe in. Float up to that L shape. Breathe out. Seam of the right inner thigh lifts. Knee to nose, right knee to nose. Set it next to the left foot. Sweep your arms up. Spiral your pinky fingers in. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the center of your heart. Wring it out to twist. Pull the right hip back. Let your thumbs be in the center of your chest as you rotate your waistband to activate that twist. Looking down at the left foot. Stable and steady. Pull the right heel in. Stretch the right leg back. Set it down on its own track of train. Twisted crescent. Now left hand comes down, outer edge of right foot roots, Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Turn your triangle into a wide-legged fold. This time walk your hands through the center of your legs. If you're a headstand practitioner and you ever wanted to tip upside down, this would be a great place. Shirshasana, headstand, maybe a tripod variation. Or now walk your arms in the opposite direction like you're going into traction. Now walk your hands in the center. Your feet are rooted. Rise up. Take a stargazer to open up to this day. In this space, you have grace for this day. Now, come back to the front of the house, frame the left leg, plant your hands, shoot your left leg back to meet the right, high plank, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw your hips up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip, stay or flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it back around, kiss your right kneecap, step up, high lunge, breathe in, you've got this. Float up, fly to L shape. Kiss the left kneecap, set into Utkatasana chair. Hands to heart center, wring it out, twist. Pull in your left heel as you look at your right foot, stretch the left leg back. Come into twisted crescent. This time, up and around, right into stargazer. Warrior two, back of the house. Flip the left palm for peace, back of the house. Rotate and reverse. Flip the right palm for peace at the front of the house. Wipe it all away. Windmill your hands down. Fly through that vinyasa flow, emptying your breath out, inhaling up, exhaling back, energize through your breath. Energize your body. Take a nice deep breath in, audible exhale out. Clear the slate. Left leg rises, roll open at the hip, stay or flip. Inside out. Breathe. Open your heart. Breathe. Life is a daring adventure or nothing. Bring it around. Kiss the left kneecap. Step it up. Crescent. You've got this. Stable and steady. Float up. Fly to that L shape. Kiss your right kneecap. Sit into Utkatasana chair. Spiral your pinky fingers in. Bend your knees, lighten your toes, collect your hands, wring it out, right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Look down, pick up your right heel, activate your stability through the center of your being, your core. Step back, twisted crescent. Star gazer, you've got this. Heels in, toes out. Gaze up with a pause. Warrior two, back of the house. Flip the right palm for peace. And now pivot around to the front of the house. Flip the left palm for a little more peace. Now windmill your hands down. Let it fly, let it flow, let it go through your style of vinyasa. Emptying your breath out. Inhaling, opening your front body. Exhaling back, child's pose. Hips to heels. Bow your head down, a little thank God asana. So just re-solidify your stability. The stable practice and the art of your yoga practice to keep you calm, to keep you steady, to keep you stable in the midst of a chaotic, uncertain world. We can't change all the things that go on around us. We can't change other people. But what we can change is the way we respond. Now, rise up, Slither right into pigeon, right knee, right wrist, left leg long, and inch your upper body on down. Let your elbows go wide, let your head bow down. Take this opportunity to let go of any kind of obstructions that could possibly hinder your day, that could keep you stuck in a place that you're ready to move on from. We have to get over ourselves, taking life, taking each day one at a time. We don't want to borrow any more trouble for tomorrow. Give us this day. This is the day. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us be rejoicing, be glad in it. So focus on the right hip. See if there is any way you could even soften into this posture just a little bit more. We store up and hold a lot of angst in our hips. Make that choice today to surrender into the now. Super slowly walk your upper body up. And you're going to find pigeon on the opposite side. So if that means you want to come back through a down dog and pedal through, or just shift in any way that serves you to find left knee, left wrist, left heel, top of the right thigh bone, inch on down. So the serenity prayer comes to mind when we want to change the things that we can change. Might even interchange that word control. The things we can control, the things we have authority to change, and truly learn to let go of those things that we don't have that control over. And then our wisdom comes from knowing the difference between those two. And we can embrace uncertainty by changing our own response. So this week, you're going to just ponder those questions. Maybe something you've had uncertainty about doing. Maybe you've had a little analysis paralysis. Just ponder, what if I fail? What if I do nothing? And what if I succeed? Lift up. This time you're going to stay low, rolling over on the left sit bone. Bring the right leg around and come all the way right onto your back, finding happy baby. Hands to the outside edges of your feet. Just a gentle shift right and left. And now in your happy baby, if you would re-examine. Perhaps you brought a number to your level of stress or anxiety or whatever's going on in your life in the beginning of your practice. 10 could be the best you ever have been. 1 would be the worst. Did you have a shift? You don't need to shout it out, just bring remembrance to where you were in the beginning and where you are now. The power of your practice, the power of this shift you have the ability to create is astounding. Maybe you want an Upavista, full straddle, and then let your legs go long, and you're going to slip right into our final resting posture. Shavasana, where you literally surrender all by melting your entire body into the earth, into stillness. There's nothing left to do. Just to breathe and bask in this place. Now I invite you to turn the video off if you might have the opportunity today to stay in this posture 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just know that that's an option for you. I know we'll reconnect again. I know that I know, but if you're coming with me, bring movement to your fingers and to your toes. Just inviting your renewed, restored self back into your day as we activate those tools, staying in the now to combat any uncertainty that might be swirling around in our life. We can change the way we respond, making that shift over onto your side in that fetal position. The place where God has gifted us the ability to live, to move, to breathe. Now, bring yourself back up into your day, making that full circle to come back right where we began and activate a literal circle, the circle of life, by rotating your waistband around your hips. Getting that solidification of the anchoring of your tailbone, that root chakra keeps you grounded, keeps you rooted as you move through your week. Reverse that direction. And then hold up in the center. Sweep your Surya Hasta sun hands out to the side as you carry up the gifts, the graces, and the blessings God has given you. Seal them into your heart along with your purpose for today's practice as you bow your chin towards your chest with that knowingness that we have more control than we think we do about how we respond. So just move through this week with that clarity, slowing the roll a bit to give yourself space to respond in a calm, centered, calculated way, no matter what uncertainty comes your way. Now breathe in, open your eyes, look up, sip your breath in, finishing off with one Om to Home. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.